Well, I've started work on this Triumph Trophy 500 and I've already found out that we've got good strong sparks, we've got good compression, and the next thing I wanted to do, although I looked in the oil tank and the oil in there looks fairly sort of clean, I want to make sure that it is okay in there. And I've taken the sump plate off and had a look at the scavenge strainer, because that can tell us a lot. And also it's an opportunity, just in case, if there had ever been some petrol left in a tank or whatever that got past the fuel taps and the carburettor, sometimes it can end up in the crankcase. That doesn't seem to have happened here, because there's only quite a small amount of oil come out the bottom, and as I say, the gauze is clean, nothing to worry about there, no muck or metal filings or anything. If you see anything like that, it's not a good sign. So I'll drain the oil tank next and just make sure there isn't a load of sludge in the bottom of that, and clean it out as best I can, if I need to. And then we'll be a few steps closer towards seeing if we can get this thing fired up without worrying about pushing all sorts of crap into the sludge trap or churning all sorts of stuff up in the crankcase that might not be very good for anything. So I'll put the crankcase strainer back together now and the sump plate back on, and next I'll see what we got in the oil tank, especially in the bottom of it, if anything. Well, here's some nice, apparently clean, spotless, unused oil that I drained out the oil tank of this machine. And it would have been tempting just to sort of take the drain plug out and see it coming out crystal clear and just put the drain plug back in quickly and tip it back in and off we go. But that black stuff there, the drain plug goes in here, and obviously the tank strainer goes in there, and that's a little bit lower there. Look at my finger, look at that, and that stuff there, as well as that black stuff running around the gearbox, is all what was right at or near the bottom. And I very much doubt that the camera will pick this up even if I shine a torch in, but in there I've already started cleaning the tank out with a rag and a long screwdriver, but I'm going to use some petrol and a long paintbrush, because there's quite a bit of black gungy sediment in the bottom there. That was all ready to get churned up and get pumped on its merry way into the sludge trap and beyond. So I'll get that so I know it is spotlessly clean, and I'll put some fresh oil in anyway regardless, because I don't know what make or grade that was or anything. I mean, it probably would mix with what I've got, but I'm not going to do that. We'll start with a fresh charge of oil, and safe in the knowledge that the oil tank will be spotlessly clean at the bottom. And we've already seen the gauze filter at the scavenge at the bottom of the crankcase, and that's good and clean. So that'll be everything done oil wise and filtration wise to get this bike, this engine, off to the best start when it comes time to start it up. So next up, get this clean and then get some clean oil in there and start from scratch.